Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ali here with another one for you, and I got a good one. It is so good, we had to split it in two parts. So this is going to be part one. And my question to you is, are you struggling with building a follow-up? Are you struggling to have a connection with an audience, to have a community building up? Or is your fan page crickets, crickets, crickets? Well, don't worry, you're not the only one. There are many, many people out there that literally struggle, and I used to be one of them. Yes, I was, until I learned what I'm about to share with you right now. And for those of you who are watching us for the very first time, we would like to welcome you, and who are listening to us also on the audio version, we'd like to welcome you as well. Please feel free to share this information, because there are many people who are suffering in silence, and you have the opportunity and the privilege to help them out and get them right on the right track. So let's get right into it, shall we? So the first step on really building, well, really I'm going to drop it into three different categories. So the first step of the first category is telling the story. You have to be able to tell your story through every single communication that you are doing. And obviously Facebook Live or Insta stories or anything for that matter, it's extremely important that you tell a story. Don't pitch a product, don't pitch a business, don't just start like talking about how you can make money. No, but tell a story that is relevant, that is emotionally connecting to them, not a sad story or a happy story. It doesn't have to be specifically scripted, but nonetheless, it has to be genuine and real. What's up, everybody? The number two in the first category is content market. You know, you got to know where to get your content from. And for me personally, I have literally this many amazing, great books. I have literally hundreds of books that I have access to. I have videos. I have coaches. I have mentors. I have so much resources around me all the time. You know, and I'll even be honest with you, the best source of content for me is the coaching clients that we work with all the time. And I love that because they give me their problems to solve, and therefore I turn those problems into content, just like right now. Are you struggling with creating a following? Obviously, that's a great source of content. Number three, make sure you stand out. You know, as one of my mentors, Nadia Melton, always says, you can't sell the dream looking like a nightmare. So make sure your lighting is great. Make sure you have a studio set up. Now, it doesn't have to be a professional studio, but make sure if you're in your living room, the background behind you is organized. Make sure that you don't have craziness going on around the house where you're arguing with your family all the time. Make sure the TV is off. Make sure that you are given the respectful time and the respectful presentation that your audience are giving you, because it is a privilege. So make sure you stand out. Number four, demonstrate value. You have to be able to demonstrate value. How do you do that? Well, you don't have to be Mr. or Mrs. Expert. You just have to be real. See, when you overcome any issue, situation, problem, whatever it is that you had to overcome in your life, that in a nutshell itself, that is a lesson that you can pass on to others. The problem is we tend to not want to talk about our problems, right? We're like, well, I don't want to tell the world about my problems. You don't have to. Just tell them how you solved it. Just tell them how you went through a situation and you've overcome it. That's what you need to be doing. That's the true value that you can give. People love to have solutions. Listen, everybody can talk about negativity. Everybody can talk about how everything is wrong, but make sure you demonstrate, hey, amongst this craziness, amidst the midst of the craziness, the problems that I'm having in my life, I am still happy and positive. I'm still eating. I'm still doing this. I'm still doing that. Now you're showing the value called motivation. You're showing the value called resilience. So make sure that you are 100% demonstrating your value. So that's the first category, meaning how do you grab the attention, right? So grabbing the attention, telling the story, content market, stand out, and demonstrate value. The second category is guidelines. Now, if this helps you out, make sure you give us some hearts, whether you're listening or you're watching this live or on the recorded version. Make sure you give us some hearts, because we want the world to know that this is good stuff and you need to be listening to it. So let's talk about the second category and guidelines. Start by posting with purpose. See, you know, I was literally just with a friend of mine. We were talking about some of his videos, just doing some consultations and whatnot. And one of the things that it was, his title was great, but very broad. It didn't actually say what he was talking about. I'll give you an example. So you can post a video saying, learning how to build my business. Now that's great, but it's still broad. Like, what does that mean? Learning how to build my business. Does that mean building an infrastructure? Does that mean building a network? Does that mean building, like a blueprint? Does that mean building a game plan? Like, what does that mean? So it doesn't really tell me. So the best way to do that purpose-driven post, is to identify. If you look at the title that I have in this very same video or audio, it states right on it, do you struggle with building an online following? That is a purposeful post. It's telling you exactly, here is the problem that I will solve for you. Is your business page dry, right? It lacks activity. That is a purposeful post telling you exactly what you're going to be expecting from this video. So it creates instant engagements. It creates that instant curiosity, right? So start posting with purpose. Make sure that it is 80% of the time generic. There's nothing wrong with you talking about your business and, plugging in a book or whatever, but just make sure it's generic, because not everybody likes what you like. Not everybody's going to be passionate about what you are passionate about. So make sure that 80% of the time is generic information. Number 3 of the second category is educate, entertain, and empower. Educate. You're getting educated right now. Entertain. I am handsome and beautiful. And empower. Let the world know, I've gone through the same thing you're going through. I struggled too. I failed too. But I'm here standing right next to you. I'm here doing it with you. I'm here walking the walk with you, right? So educate, entertain, and empower. The next step is remember, people buy you, not your service or product or comp plan or building or whatever. They buy you. You're the reason they want to do business with you. You're the reason they connected with you. You're the reason they said, I want to be around you. I want to do whatever you're doing. I want to invest money in you. It's because of who you are. So make sure that you showcase who you truly are. A phony gets caught from a mile away. Don't be that guy or that woman that pretends to have this facade of the expertise of, I know everything about business. No, be you, be real, because sooner or later they're gonna get to meet the real you, and that, my friends, it may come back and bite you in the you-know-what, or it may be, wow, I am so glad that I'm finally meeting you in person, because you are as real as I intended or expected you to be, right? Next, pick one main platform that you make your home. So here's what I do. Facebook Live is home for me. Facebook Live is where the magic happens. Now, it does not mean that I don't do videos on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on LinkedIn. You'll find me everywhere. But my home, right, my prime time, air time, right, if you want to call it that, is Facebook. So pick that one platform that you're going to really focus on, where you're going to have the biggest audience, where you're going to invest all of you. See, every single video that I do on Facebook Live is literally as if somebody's paying me $5,000, and I'm doing it for you because I value who you are. I value your potential. That's why you have to pick that one platform and focus on it. Everywhere else you can repurpose, which we talked about before. And guess what the next step is? Repurpose. Repurpose your best content. So I'm doing this video right now on Facebook Live. This video, as I educated last time, will end up on YouTube, will end up on SoundCloud, will end out as a blog, will end up on my website, will end up everywhere. So again and again and again, it's important for you to understand and make sense of what I'm sharing with you right now. Is pick one main platform that you feel the most comfortable with, where you can give it your all, and then repurpose everything everywhere else. So that was category 2, which is guidelines. Category number 3, which is repurposing. Yes, it needs a whole category on its own. So let's talk about repurposing. And on our private group, where Empowered Self Mastermind, we have about 17 clients right now in there for coaching or just for branding or what have you. And we have an itemized, detailed video on exactly how to do this piece. But I love you because I'm going to share it with you right now. So number 1 is create a Facebook Live video on a fan page like we're doing right now, right? Talking to the people. It's all love. Everything is going great. You're doing phenomenal. And you can be picky. You can do this with a few or just your best, or you can do it with all. It's up to you. So then what you want to do is get the actual SRT, or the captions, the verbiage of the video itself. I talk about this many times and I'll talk about it again. rev.com, rev.com, they charge $1 per minute. So if a video is 5 minutes, that's $5. You send them the video, they return to you the actual copy, the transcript of the verbiage itself that you were speaking all the time. Perfect grammar, corrections, everything is on point. Or you can also, if it's a short video, you can just click on edit, post, and then on the right side there's captions. You can actually generate captions and just adjust them. Now be very, very careful. You can do that because, but the reality is 70–60% of it is going to be misspelled, or grammar is going to be horrible. So the reason you want to have captions is many people don't watch your videos live right now. The majority, they watch it afterwards, or sometimes it's just in your news feed, and you want to be able to read along, or you want people, they may see one word that is passing on to, or maybe invest 2 seconds to read one sentence of the captions, and that may grab their attention to say, I want to listen to the rest of the video. So it will create more engagements. Then what you want to do is boost the video on your fan page. The reason I boost my videos because it allows me to reach other demographics. It allows me to identify where else around the world, in the 4.5 billion Facebook users, who else I can connect with. Next step is upload some videos to your actual phone. So what does that mean? So whenever I finish with this Facebook Live, there's usually there are 3 buttons. One that says delete, in case you hate it. One that says post, obviously always post. And the next one, right on the top right, there's a little arrow or a little check sign, depending on what phone you use. That's to download it in your phone. The reason you want to download it in your phone, which goes to the next step, you actually take it and you upload it in YouTube. Guess what? The same content, you worked once. Residual income, sounds familiar? You do the work once, you monetize it everywhere else. Same concept in here. You take that video, you post it on YouTube. After you post it on YouTube, you can also strip the actual sound itself, and you can post it on SoundCloud. Now you have a podcast. And then again, rev.com gave you the manuscript. You can put it on your blog platform, whatever that is that you are using. Now, immediately after you do that, what you want to do is go to your Insta story and your Facebook story and tell the world, hey, Ali here, just wanted to let you know we just uploaded a kick-ass video on our Facebook and our YouTube, and also a brand new sound in SoundCloud, and I can write the actual URL in the story itself promoting it, and people will go to it and watch it or listen to it right away. So make sure you do that. Don't just post stuff and don't tell anybody. It doesn't stop when the work stops. No, you have to continually promote it. That's why I personally boost it, because I don't want to keep on sharing it every single day. I'd rather just boost it and it goes on its own. We had a call interrupt us, but we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going. Right? You guys can hear me okay? Sorry, it happens sometimes because, one of the things, and this is a teachable moment. I'm not going to do it right now because it can interfere. Whenever you do a Facebook Live, put your phone in airplane mode. I usually do that, but I forgot. Next time, I'll get it right next time. Anyhow, so make sure that you are stripping it into an MP3. You can put it on SoundCloud. You can put it in Media Human or what have you, whatever platform that you want to utilize. Then after that, you can turn it into a blog. There are many different platforms that you can use. I personally love WordPress. It's a simple platform for me to use, and you can integrate it. You can have a web designer or one of our web designers that work for us. They can actually take that video and they can turn it into a blog for you and integrate it in the website itself. Now, last but not least, try to save everything that you do in Dropbox, because you can go back in 3 to 6 months from now and get something else out of it and recreate another content out of it, recreate another video, just put a little spin, a little twist on it. So that was our simple steps, step by step. Give us some hearts if this made sense to you. Share it if it helped you out, because I know you want the goodies. And I know you yourself need to be branding yourself because you deserve it. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give you a quick recap. The first thing is creating the content. So telling the story, content, market, stand out, and demonstrate value. The next thing is the guidelines. Make sure that you post with purpose. Don't just make it all generic and all crazy, right? Generic is good, but be purposeful. Let me know, what am I going to watch? Let me know what problem you're about to solve for me. That's what's going to make me to watch. But when to say, hey, it's me again on the title, why am I going to watch it? Like, okay, hi, move on, right? So make sure you post with a purpose. Remember, people buy you. This is a piece that you do not want to, and obviously educate, obviously entertain and empower, and it doesn't matter what goes wrong with a Facebook Live. Guess what? It's you. Be who you are. People are going to buy you. And then I hope this information gave you a whole lot of value. Remember, this Tuesday, the 25th, we're doing it again. Actually, this upcoming week, we're going to have 2 webinars. But this upcoming one is Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be going over our formula to building a brand. It's extremely important. By the way, this is a complimentary webinar. I don't need $1 out of you. And you can register at workwithali.com/strategy. That is workwithali.com/strategy. And you can reserve your spot. You have to register or reserve your spot before the webinar starts. If you wait until, you're not going to have access, because we lock it to make sure there's no interruption. We have about 10 people already registered for it. So make sure you reserve your spot and get all of the ways that we were able to launch a book, build a network in 9 countries, consult for Inc. 500 companies, and establish a foundation for ourselves where we are the business, not a product that we market, not a company that we our sales reps for, or anything for that matter. And then that opens so many different opportunities that'll allow you, like it allowed us to be master reps in a network marketing company, that allows us to do so many different things. So I highly recommend to you to jump on workwithali.com/strategy, and you'll be able to register this Tuesday, 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope this helped you out, and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care, everybody.